Hey everyone, and welcome back to the next episode 5 actually, of Bob's Pet Farm. Today it is time for the little piglet barn and hay bales, I call this episode, simply because I am pretty excited about what I've been up to in this episode. It is actually one episode short of the halftime of this project, so potentially we are getting into a point where I'm already back with the channel. Who knows? I don't at this point, but whatever. So we are going to have a look into the piglet little building today, which will be the warthog. Actually, we don't really have pigs in the game, unfortunately, so this will be the warthog piglets, but I think we can use them pretty nicely. And it's also something that we definitely need to have in this farm, barn, whatever. So we're going to have a look how this turns out. I had a bit of a struggle in this build with, you will see this later on, with the enrichment item. I think it's the build is just pretty small. Like the little piglet area I built is a tiny bit small. I made this so it can fit into this area, and I imagine they do have a bit more space to the back side of it, where you could open this up and have the pigs running a bit more free in the wild, so to say, because the farmland there is so much space available that I figured this would be. But I wanted to have it a bit more smaller in the front here, so to make sure that the kids do see the animals when they roam around here and they're not too far away. So I'm changing the size of it just rather a little bit later on into this episode. But again, just to come back to what I said at the beginning, maybe I am already back on the channel at this point. So 5 episodes in, this means 2.5 weeks have passed since baby is in this world, I guess. At least it should be. And maybe if everything goes fine and everything is good, then I might know already a little bit when I might find the time. So from now on, I will be actually a bit more active in the comments again and stuff like that. And you can always reach out to me in Discord. So in case you guys have not been there yet, I highly recommend to join my Discord as well. This is the place where I might at least answer sometimes and just have a little look into it. But yeah, other than that, I really hope you enjoy this series so far. So as I said, we are nearly halfway through. Episode 6 will actually be half time, so to say. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Lady Gaga to sing in my halftime show, but I guess you will still be happy with me and Bob and the owner of the farm, you know. This is what we have. But no, just in general, I think I really wanted to make this project as something, again, to just delve in some memories, maybe go down the memory lane and just enjoy what this game is also capable of. And this is built a bit more, you know, out of the box, something else, building a farm rather than a zoo. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's animals, you know, it's all about animals, and animals can also live on a farm, which is kind of cool. And I really hope that you guys still enjoy this, even though we are already in episode number 5, and we all know that with these kind of series that it most likely appears that episode 1 and 2 do pretty well, and then only the people who enjoy really the series are still with us. And again, this is exactly what I hope. I still hope that you guys who do enjoy this series are still with me and enjoy this quite a bit. So in case you do, let me know in the comments. As always, you know, this helps just the channel and the algorithm and blah blah blah, you know the drill. Don't want to go too much into this. Let's rather focus on what is important, and this is this little bit of food for our piglets. I tried something else to just kind of create a little custom food rack, something like that over here, using a few of these hay pieces that we have from the South American pack and so on. And the more like Caribbean sets and stuff we have in the game. Unfortunately, still not a Mexican one though. Whatever. Yeah, you can see this worked out rather fine, and I tried a few little things here and there. Creating some patterns is very important at some points. Putting down some pieces over here to find out what is the best high piece, and I ended up doing something rather special here, and I'm quite happy with how that turned out. So what I wanted to have is these pretty obvious hay balls or hay stacks you find in a farm on the fields, you know. And again, what I already talked about in the last episodes, of course, this is not time-wise, we cannot keep this to one season. So of course, while we have the corn in its full bloom, we do have the wheat farms in its early stages, and now obviously this is going to be some hay balls and haystacks, which most likely is like autumn when you would have them, because it's end of season. I still wanted to have it all in because that's just kind of what resembles a barn, and like a farm, not a barn but a farm. And I tried different things. You can see this thing looked kind of messed up, so I tried a few little things here and there, and then I figured, okay, you see this one over here, this could work. And I tried a few little things before then I came up with an idea that could work actually. So first of all, I tried to make this like a roundish thing, but then I figured, okay, no, this is still not looking good. So you can see I tried this over here, making sure this looks somewhat believable and somewhat nice, and I still didn't like this. I tried putting this down here and there, and then just like it just didn't work for me. It just did not work the way I wanted it to. And then I just kept on googling a little bit how different high stacks look and what I could do maybe with the pieces. And then I found these ones that are wrapped into this kind of greenish foil kind of thing. And this is what we're doing right now. We are creating basically a fake high stack with a bit of a soil foil around it. No, not soil, but foil that goes around it. So I'm creating this with like the greenish letter C over here, and then I just rotated that with the good old rotation trick, and you can see, okay, we are getting there, and just changed the things a little bit to make it a bit more straight looking, because that was too roundish. And so I went with the J instead of the bracket, and I figured, okay, this looks good, so I'm gonna go with this. And it just really appears to be exactly the solution I was looking for, making that a bit more light green colored. And then you can see, yes, this works. This is exactly what you would love to have in a field like this. And obviously I made them lying around as well. And you can really see that these things are really what brings the build a bit more close to what you would expect a farm looks like. We have them like lying around everywhere over here, just like, I don't know. Again, as I said, I went loose. I didn't pay attention too much to restrictions of the reality. Okay, I don't want to have this. I just wanted to go crazily in here and make this look good. And I think I succeeded for many parts in this build. I succeeded a lot with what I wanted to do. And we are going to go further. Let me know in the comments down below what you think so far about the build. I really hope you enjoy it as much as I did building this, and as much I do right now recording it. So please let me know in the comments down below what's your favorite part about this farm so far, and maybe also comment what you would love to see as well. Maybe we did cover this, maybe not. Who knows? This is the specialty of a pre-recorded series. But whatever, guys. This has been it for today's time-lapse, and we see each other, as always, in the real-time part to have a look of what we've done. So see you there. Hello everyone, and here we are in the real-time part of what is so far my favorite one, I guess. So you have seen in the time-lapse, we built this little piggy station over here. We don't have any piglets in here. This will be at the very end. There will be some piglets running around. But you can see this is a warthog area. And I did a lot of things here to cover this up. We have the tree in the middle. You see I kind of covered up these bins and tried to embed them in the system, whatever. But I think the one thing I'm most happy about, it's insane, in today's episode are these high bells over here. Like, I don't know, they are just, they are the perfect thing. They are just what I don't know. I had such a struggle finding things that really create the look like this, and I will definitely use them way more often throughout this project. Don't worry about this, they will be everywhere because they're just too good. But now if we tackle this again and follow along the road, you can see it's now coming together. And I put some trees over here to just hide the roof a little bit more, to spark the excitement a bit more for the later stages of the turn over here, or like the course that you're following. And then over here you can see there is another tree now in the middle, but now the red roof sparks through, and this is where you really get the glimpse of where you're going. And then kids are still excited, and then we go to the left and go to the right and hands up in the air and whatever, and we approach the barn finally. I was not sure maybe to exchange this tree with a smaller one in the later stages. I have to see how it looks when it all is done. Maybe we keep it because there's still enough space in the middle. But yeah, I think it just looks fairly decent. And now with this area on the right, we really have something to look at as well. You come in, we will have some picnic benches in between, picnic benches everywhere, and also in the back you can see I started to create a bit more of a connection with the pathways. There's some other buildings that will be covered up as well. So yeah, if we zoom out a little, it's really starting to look like a farm, guys. It's really starting to look like a farm, and I'm really happy. Looking back at this now, I remember how the progress was over all these weeks, because sometimes I had like a big break in it, sometimes I did it like right away, right after each other. So it was really happy to finally get this together. Also, I'm happy about the pattern here. The closer you get with the roof, it looks kind of cool and a bit more smooth. But when you zoom out, it just creates these whitish outlines. I still don't know why, but I think this is the distance I like the most, with like a bit more pronounced whitish outlines. This looks almost like weathered, which I would love, but yeah, if you go closer, it's a bit gone. I think it's the shininess that is not really working perfectly fine. Like the shiny, I don't know. Also, there's no bump map on it really, which is a bit of a pity, but okay. I think it's looking really good. It's all like the normal map, it's not really that well, but anyways. So yeah, this is where we are, guys. This is our little piglet area, and yeah, I'm more and more happy about how this all turned out to be looking. So I really hope you guys enjoy it as well. And now, well, there's not much more to say than hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I talk to you in the next one. Stay safe, everyone, as always, if you like, and so on. Subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. Just have a good time, guys, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.